Good afternoon. As Matt said, my name is Patrick Whalen. In addition to heading up the 48-hour film project New Haven, I'm also the co-founder of the Nutmeg Institute, as you see up there. It's a lot more formal than it sounds, trust us, but I'll get to that in just a second. I do want to start with just a little bit of background. In the spring semester of 2009, I was asked to join UConn's first film club. I mostly stuck around because I thought a girl was cute, as 20-year-olds do. We're dating now, but that's beyond the point. But we did some fun stuff. We made some movies, we went to see some great films, and we all became friends. Unfortunately, though, that film club, that iteration of it, didn't last very long. But what stuck with me, however, is the reasoning behind it. See, back then, at that time, UConn wasn't the proponent of media education it is today. There was no digital media and design program. There was no digital media summit like this. And it's just that there was, and the film club, as I mentioned, was not as invigorated and as excited and as active as the one that's active today. There was UCTV, but our film classes were mostly just watch a movie, write an essay, and that's what we did. So what that initial film club group saw was that there was a gap. There was a lack of community for filmmakers, especially film-loving UConn students, and they decided to change it. They decided to bring and connect people together. As I've continued through my journey in the Connecticut media and film industry, I saw that same lack of connectivity, and my partners have as well. Filmmakers up in Hartford had no idea what their contemporaries were doing down here in Stamford. Likewise, creators in New Haven didn't really know what was going on in, say, Rocky Hill. And same thing with folks in Danbury to Canaan, or all over the place. It got muddled, and we were siloed apart. As Matt mentioned, I am the city producer for the 48-hour film project New Haven, which, side note, if anybody's been interested in making a short film in a weekend, now's your chance. Registration's open. The 2018 48-hour film project New Haven is presented by the Connecticut Office of Film, Television, and Digital Media this year. So we thank you guys for that. But we do our best to bring people together, to bring filmmakers from all over the state to do an event that they really, truly love. But we realize that once a year is not enough, and that's where Nutmeg Institute comes in. You know, we want to connect everyone. As our mission statement says, Nutmeg Institute is focused on celebrating the storytellers of today while providing the tools and the resources for the next generation. Again, fancy words. To do this, we started to reach out to filmmakers, creators, industry professionals, anybody in or around the industry here, and just learn what challenges they face, what issues they have, what they're doing, and we wanted to find out. And listening to them was key, figuring out what those challenges were, figuring out what they needed help with. You know, that's really what shaped us as we go forward. And that's how we settled on three key things that Nutmeg does and we hope to continue to do. And the first being content. When I say to call it our content is a bit of a fib. It's not. It's your content. And I truly mean that. We barely write any of it. What we do is provide a platform for creators, for voices like yours to connect with others. Through our Nutmeg Gazette and our Nutmeg Conversation features, we seek out content creators, YouTubers, podcasters, authors, filmmakers, whoever, and have them share their experiences in their own way. If that sounds like Derek Jeter's Players Tribune, it's because that's where I stole the idea from. So full respect to number two. We can write how-to articles and box office reports all we want, and there's nothing wrong with them. But to learn from other creators, understand the reasons why they do what they do, and to read about their mistakes, and yes, I know we're in a digital world, but we still do offer, articles on there that people have to go and read. Sorry, we'll get to the videos soon. But to offer those is also important. Experience is everything. As I say to a room that's filled with so much more experience than I have, and I've been happy to learn and excited to learn and meet everyone here today, so I'm thankful for that. But we are incredibly thankful for the people who've taken time out of their professional lives and to offer and share these stories with us, and we are always looking for more contributors to share their stories and express why they do what they do. So the second thing that we do is education. And, we're all sitting here at the University of Connecticut. I think we can agree that education is important. I actually got my start in the media and film industry through an educational program, the Connecticut Office of Film, Television, the Connecticut Film Industry Training Program. I don't know if anybody's remembered that, but that experience really opened my eyes up to what a media training program could be. There was hands-on experience, there was real working professionals, and it was the ability to actually make something. And it shaped really what we've decided to do with some of our efforts as well. And I know we can't replicate it. I know times have changed. The way that we consume and create media has changed rapidly, but it's really served as a cornerstone for the educational outreach that we do and that we plan to do. Whether we're hosting a workshop for aspiring screenwriters, or we're working with middle schoolers at a Boys and Girls Club teaching a digital storytelling class, Nutmeg really aims to just be a resource for these and so many more experiences. And it's never too early, it's never too late to learn. And if we want to get young students excited about media like we all are today, that's the place to do it, is early on. And then finally, just bringing it back to how we started this was our third tenet is community. Here we all are today in this film and digital media community, and that's what we want to do. We want to bring storytellers together. In fact, that's been our main focus since we were inceived back earlier this year. Education and content will only go so far as the community we build and maintain is. We want to help strengthen and be a part of this community. We truly do, and we're excited to be here. I was coming to this even before I got asked to speak, so I was just happy to be a part of it, and I am excited and thankful that I get to come up here and talk a little bit about what we're doing. But as we continue through this predominantly digital world, it's paramount that we keep these relationships, these offline relationships, online and vice versa, and help each other together. But that's Nutmeg Institute in a nutshell, so to speak. Like that first film club, we just really wanted to bring this community together, and we're glad to be a small part of it. So thank you. Thank you for today.